while you're trying to finish your order. There's roadblocks everywhere, man. They're there. There's little speed bumps and big ass potholes everywhere when you're traveling down this road, man. You can't ignore it. They fuck up your alignment. Car's all driving sideways now because you met this motherfucker. Yeah, you listen to this motherfucker and now fucking you got this wobble in your wheel. He ain't making it. You're that dude at the intersection trying to pop the hood and get it started again because you listen to this motherfucker. You never kick out the dude with the map on a road trip. I've been on the road a long time. I've been on long Harley rides, and I've been on family road trips, and I've been on solo road trips. Beef jerky, that's a necessity. Slim Jims. Why that's a road trip food, I'm not sure. Popcorn, I'm a popcorn dude. And licorice, I gotta have licorice on a road trip. I've got to listen to the music like blasting loud. I mean, if I'm bumping Tupac, dude, I want fucking Lincoln, Nebraska to hear me from fucking Des Moines, Iowa. If you're in the car with me, I don't like people busting my groove when I'm on a road trip. And if you can't just shut the fuck up and listen to my fucking groove, then get the fuck out. But you never kick out the dude with the map. When you set out on a road trip, I mean, you got to remember the dude with the map. You don't send him kicking rocks because then you don't know where you're going. You don't let the other haters let you convince you to vote the dude with the map out of the car because they will. Whether they're girls or guys on a road trip, 500, 600, 700 miles or more, somebody's going to get voted off the islands at one of the rest stops. Whether they follow through or not, there is a vote. And by that time, there is one person that is really on the edge of losing their passport back to wherever you came from. On motorcycle trips, you get the whiny fucking guy's got to stop for fuel every fucking 100 miles because he doesn't, the Harley yellow light comes on his dresser again way too early. My wide glide doesn't do that. I know exactly how much fuel I got. I know I've got 60 miles at 65 when I hit reserve. I got 40 miles at 80 when I hit reserve. So depending on how far I got to go, I taper off my speed. But I hate that whiny guy that goes on the road trip with you. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. My light came on. I stretch those guys out. If I'm the dude with the map, I stretch those guys out. I make them sweat. On purpose, yeah. And it's Big Mike. Big Mike, that's when the dickhead's driving. When the dickhead's driving, it's like, no, you should have peed before. We're not stopping for another 300 miles. And then my diesel truck, if you're on a road trip with me, my diesel, I get 600 miles to a tank full on the diesel. Good luck if you didn't pee when we stopped. Oh, sorry to hear that. Well, there's a Mountain Dew bottle. Just be sure to mark it. Remember what happened last time. You got Big Mike on the KUSH, KUSH, the highest station in the nation. The KUSH proudly presents a invitation to come out to the Wake and Bake and see us live on the 16th Street Mall. We're just finalizing our event and venue requirements. We have to file with the city because we're going to bring out the 12-foot graphics and see who can clear it for $1,000. If you think you can clear the 12-foot graphics live on the radio, come down and load the bowl. It's a salad bowl, I'm telling you. Probably going to take a lot of your stash. But if you can clear the 12-foot graphics bong, you could win $1,000. Stay tuned to KUSH, the highest station in the nation, for exact event dates and times. Big Mike would proudly display your weed if you'd like to sponsor us. On Colorado's KUSH, the highest station in the nation. We lost the Living Well sponsorship because of their bunk-ass weed. No, it wasn't because of that. Living Well actually, it's a great dispensary. It was the Pedro thing that kind of wrapped things up. Anyway, we don't want to beat up on any businesses here. We just roll with the punches on the KUSH. Getting back to roadblocks and road trips that God may have us on, and who the haters, what they do. So we're on these road trips, and we got the beef jerky, and we're going, and our haters, and we got, God only gave us enough to get there. You got to, sometimes it's that way. Sometimes we're walking in God's favor, and His abundance is raining down upon us. And we can do no wrong. We can feel like our steps are golden. We feel like Michael Jackson in the Beat It video, you know, when he's stepping on the dance floor and they're lighting up. We're walking in God's favor. That's kind of how it feels. I know. I mean, but then sometimes we got these huge ass fucking mountains because we slacked off. We didn't do what we needed to do. We knew better. Whatever. We have bills that are mounted. We have undone chores. We have what have you. We lost our job, you know. It's time to get moving again. And we get up the motivation to get moving again, and we walk out the door, and then there's your neighbor hating on the way the cars are parked. And you want to slap the fuck out of them. And that's really, people ought to know that, you know, what do they expect? Really. When somebody comes up and complains about something, doesn't say hi, doesn't say anything like that, and just starts bitching. I mean, really? Am I the only one that doesn't, you know, that feels like, you know what, dude, I could slap the fuck out of you right now. You know, when you're late for work, you're walking out the door and somebody's intruding. You just want to grab them by the fucking neck. And, you know, it goes back to there's some people that are alive today only because it's illegal to kill them. That's the only reason. You know these people. It's like, I think you should be able to go to court. I think that they should have this. They should have court. And you could go to court and petition for a license to kill somebody. You know, I think you should be able to go into the courtroom. Your Honor, we're going to hear the case of Briano versus Smith here. And Briano, state your claim, Mr. Briano. Well, you know this guy, this motherfucker plows his snow in front of my driveway every fucking year. Then I find out he's boning my wife. You know? And he's boning my wife, and he's nutting on my pillow. Miss Briano, we grant you a 24-hour hunting license for Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, you have a 24-hour head start. Good luck hunting. And you can go murder this motherfucker. You know? There's got to be reasons. Justifiable homicide. I mean, I'm not saying let's go out and kill people. But in your mind, you got to think, what are these people thinking when they come up to you and say some bullshit, you know, and just try to fuck up your day? What are they thinking? What do they think the response is going to be? You got Big Mike on Colorado's KUSH, KUSH, the highest station in the nation. God's journey for us, you know, on a Monday morning. I'm going to give it to you straight, you know. I mean, we got to stay on path. We got to get right by these people. We got to walk right by these people before they just get us a charge. Before you need Norton Fricky and Associates or whoever, you know, your legal team is. It's not hard to get off the path and get dissuaded by life's sidetracks. People are going to throw you curveballs. People are going to throw you curveballs, and you've got to be ready to handle it. And you've got to be ready to eliminate the people that keep throwing you curveballs and keep getting into your head and keep taking you off your path. We gotta filter that out, people. We gotta, it's not hard. And, even if it's just for a short term, because obviously people in our lives are important to us, and but for a short term, to set your determination and to set your mode of handling things in the most efficient ways and the way God wants you to, and you sometimes got to prune your flock. I don't know. Do what you want, we're smoking weed and talking here on the KUSH. It's not that heavy. I've had my challenges and I've had my victories. If you read my Facebook, I'm a blessed person. Overall, I believe that God has blessed me. And, it's funny how we look at things. It's funny how things turn out. But never kick the navigator out of the car. Never kick the driver out of the car. I always look at it like God buys people these brand new cars, these brand new lives, and he says, okay, today, like Monday, on March 23rd, today, here's a whole new day for you. And it's like getting a whole new car, and God's like, all right, I got you this whole new car here, check it out. And sometimes he gets you a beater, sometimes it's a beater, it's not the newest car, you don't feel, but sometimes it's exactly what you need to get moving forward. And we say, thank you, God. Thank you for giving me this beautiful car and getting me up this morning and giving me this will. And here's the deal. God's like, okay, and he's putting on his driving gloves and he's got his driving hat on. And he goes to the driver door and you both grab the handle at the same time. And God's like, what? And you're like, well, I'm going to drive. It's a brand new car. Do you let me, take it out for a spin? And God's like, well, yeah, okay, well, it's a brand new car. Yeah, right on, I got you. And he gets into the passenger seat and he pulls out the map and he's going to navigate, and you're like, and you take off 100 miles an hour in the wrong direction. Do I have a sound effect for that? Is there a sound effect for nope, that's what it sounds like to God. It is. So God's amazed, and you crash. And God buys you another car, and it's brand new and shiny. Maybe this time he gets you a beater. Maybe it's a Fiero, like an 87 Fiero, with the headrest with the speakers. So it rocks out. It doesn't really go that fast, but the stereo is kind of cool. And again, the awkward moment at the left front door, or the driver door, when you grab the handle and God's like, okay, well, it's a different car. Go ahead, you got this. Go ahead. And he lets you drive, and he pulls out the map just like he did before. And he's going, okay, we're going to take I-94 up this way, or we'll take I-25 up that way. And you spin a U-turn and go 100 miles an hour in the wrong direction. God's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I just laid this all out for you. Are you serious, dude? Because we do that. And we hit these roadblocks and we hit potholes on these routes that we take that weren't even mapped out for us. He had boulevards. We could have been going like the Autobahn through his way. We take the other way. The way with the potholes and the burglars and the highway robbers, the crackheads, the lot lizards, the what have you, all the demons that we didn't even have to introduce. It's hard enough waking up on a Monday morning, but you can't let all that. You got to filter it out. God bought you that new car. You know, go down the boulevard.